How's everybody doing? In a recent video talking about is a $5,000 guitar worth it, referring to my Les Paul Custom versus my Gibson USA Les Paul Studio, I had basically asserted that a custom shop Gibson is only about 5% better than a Gibson USA regular old Nashville Gibson. And in that video I discussed a number of topics ranging from appearance to playability and sort of neck feel and fret feel and up to sound. So in this video I'm going to actually shoot out the sound between my Gibson USA 2016 Les Paul Studio in white, Alpine white, versus my 2021 Gibson Les Paul Custom in Alpine white. This is an interesting comparison to me because both of these guitars have the same pickups. So they have the 490R 498T Hot Alnico pickup set made by Gibson USA. Now the Custom obviously you would hope would sound better because it's like 4 times the price of a Les Paul Studio. But here's where this comparison is interesting to me, because this guitar, meaning my 2016 Les Paul Studio, truthfully, I paid about $1,100 for this guitar when it was 1 year out of date, but it was still new. It was like, you know, the previous model year, but it was new from Guitar Center. And this particular guitar has gotten me through probably 2 of the hardest, most difficult years of my life as far as personal development and emotionally. And I have told this guitar a lot of things. So this, my Les Paul Studio, has been told a lot of secrets, and it also has a Granadillo fretboard, which is fairly unique as far as Gibsons go. And this thing sounds amazing, and I've always asserted that it sounds amazing. So whatever I give this guitar as far as playing, it gives back in terms of resonance and sustain and everything like that. On the other hand, my Les Paul Custom that I bought last year, brand new again, was just a guitar that I've always wanted in every sense. So it does have the same pickups, but this guitar is much more ornate, as you can see with the binding. So the way you can tell between the Studio and the Custom for the playing demo is the Custom has these block inlays, including the first fret, and it has the body binding, and it has the gold hardware. So it's not totally apples to apples because the Custom has an Ebony fretboard, obviously, and the Studio has a Granadillo fretboard. So those are going to give it 2 fairly different tones. However, just to give it a bit of transparency, an Ebony fretboard in my mind sounds a little bit more gruff and a little bit more round than Granadillo, which sounds a lot more breathy and sort of wide open, almost like a slightly sweeter version of Rosewood, if that makes sense. So without further ado, here is a tone comparison between 2 of these monstrously good sounding guitars that I have. These are probably my top 2 guitars as far as tone and sound and overall playing enjoyment, so here you go. There you have it. There was the comparison between my Les Paul Studio and my Les Paul Custom. So let me know what you think in the comments below, whether you liked the Studio or the Custom tone more, because that would be interesting to hear. I can tell you for sure that the Custom feels better to play. It just has a much better fret feel, much better fit and finish. However, that Studio is pretty much the most killer guitar that I have ever played over a 2-year period to date. So I'm not really going to care either way what you guys think as far as which one's better, but it'll be interesting to hear if you guys have an opinion one way or the other. If you think that the Ebony fretboard and the Granadillo fretboard makes a big difference. You know, the only other difference as far as construction is that Studio, I believe it has modern weight relief, and this Custom has 9-hole weight relief, and it has a long neck tenon, whereas the Studio has a regular short neck tenon. So let me know which one you guys preferred in the comments. If you like this video, don't forget to share it and subscribe, turn on notifications, and I will see you guys next time.